Volkano Harmonic Series headphones, right? And they are so good. To give you some context, these are the headphones I was using previously. These are the Volkano Harmonic Series headphones, right? Phonic with a PH. And I mean, I've been using them for a while, but they're mediocre at best. But if you compare them to these, they don't even come close. Because seriously, I've never had a pair of headphones that check so many boxes at such a low price range until now. But as much as I love them, they aren't without their shortcomings. So I want to discuss that before we get to the creme de la creme of how good these headphones are. Firstly, the design is not perfect. Now don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but there are a few shortcomings that it has. There's also some good stuff that I'm going to talk about later, but for now, we're going to talk about the one aspect of the design I personally didn't find all too pleasing, and that was the button placement. Now, I personally prefer the design that they had in the Phonic series, where they had a unilateral design. So it was power button, next button, pause and play, and then previous. It was simple, it was nice, and you didn't actually have to do a very awkward movement with your thumb in order to play the next song. But what they did here by moving the power button all the way to the front, I get it from like a technical standpoint. They want you to turn on their headphones before you put them on your head, but like some of us will skip that step, right? You saw in the intro, most people will rather put the headphones on first, then turn it on, instead of having to do it the other way around. Now there's so many good things I had to say about these headphones that I actually had to divide them up into different categories. And for your convenience, I decided to put timestamps for each individual topic and each individual category that you might be interested in, right underneath the like button and the subscribe button in the description box. So let's get started. Okay. Now the unboxing experience isn't something world class or to behold, right? It was fairly okay. Inside you get your standard manual, which no one ever reads, a micro USB cable to charge the headphones, and the cherry on top, a carrying case. Now this may seem insignificant for a lot of you, but I personally do not particularly enjoy having to carry around my headphones around my neck even when I'm not using them. So having a carrying case is a much needed refresher in terms of like the Volkano company whenever they roll out new products. Now let's talk about design. Now I know I said earlier that the design was pretty meh, but let me just be clear, that only applies to the button placement. The rest of the design is actually quite A tier. It has a nice modern industrial design and it comes in matte black, which is always quite lovely. But just know it's a very thin layer of paint on top of the headphones, so it does scratch very easily. Now the way you extend them to fit your head is actually quite nice because they have an aluminum railing which actually decreases sound whenever you actually put the headphones on. Unlike their plastic counterparts which make a hell of a lot of noise whenever you actually try to fit them to your head. And something else that I didn't know I would fall heavily in love with, the ear cushions actually go over my ear, and let it be known that I have some very large ears, okay?
Man, stop playing with me, what?
So it actually is quite nice that the cushions actually fit over your ears and actually create like a seal to give you that stereo sound feeling. Next we're going to talk about the part of the headphones that actually surprised me the most, the battery life. The battery life on these headphones are phenomenal. Some might even say
sensational.
I've been getting close to 2, sometimes even 3 days of battery life just from a full charge on these headphones. And note, I'm a very heavy headphone user. Like I have them on almost 24/7. Which is actually surprising because the battery capacity is 300 milliamp hours, and on the box it tells you that you can actually get 12 to 16 hours of playtime. But that actually might be more accurate. But anyway, let me just say this. Simply put, you never really have to worry about charging this thing. You can charge it once and forget about it. And the next time you do actually charge it, it doesn't even have to be for that long. The headphones support Bluetooth 5.0 and can function at a distance of up to 10 meters. It has two 40mm drivers, supports a sensitivity of up to 103 decibels, and a frequency range from 20 Hz up to 20,000 Hz. This all may seem like technical jargon, because it is, and I actually don't understand half of it, but I feel like someone out there will appreciate that information, so there you go. Now, when all is said and done, this is the part that actually matters the most. And it's fine. It's actually pretty good. I know I said all that other technical jargon just now, but that doesn't make sense to me. For me, it just sounds great. It has very, very good bass, because the last comment section of my previous videos were all about how good is the bass. The bass is actually very, very good. It can get very loud. Very, very loud. They aren't exactly noise cancelling, but they can get loud to the point where you can't hear anything outside of your spectrum. And anyways, they're a pair of budget headphones. I mean, you actually do get what you pay for. Speaking of which, how much do they actually cost? This may depend on where you actually decide to buy your own pair of Harmonic Series headphones, but I got mine for the low price of 600 bucks at ShopRite. No, I'm lying. Pick and Pay. Forgive me. I got mine for the price of 600 Rand at Pick and Pay. I know I sound like such a cheapskate actually telling you where I got it, but yes, Pick and Pay. Literally, they were right there and I decided to buy them on the spot, which I personally think is a very good deal based on the package that you get. Because when you compare them to other type of headphones out there like the AirPods Max, which actually equate to a price of 10,000 Rand, 600 Rand is literally it's literally right on the dot for what you would pay in a pair of budget headphones like this. Now, there's one more aspect I want to talk about these headphones before we get to the closing of this video, which is something I found pretty cool. It's kind of a gimmick, but I mean, it's cool. And that's the ability for the headphones to connect to more than one device at once, specifically a laptop and a smartphone. I found this very, very useful a lot of times actually. Like 8 times out of 10 I was connected to my laptop and my phone, so I could have class and listen to my lecture. As soon as the lecture is over, I literally jump straight to my music. It's completely seamless. It's so much fun. I highly recommend that you try it if you actually do get it. And there's a lot of applications to this. You could be on a Zoom meeting, and then immediately after the Zoom meeting you can have another call, and you don't even have to worry about connecting because they stay connected all the time, which again, very, very cool. Okay, if you've stuck around to the end of the video, first of all, congratulations, and I would like to thank you by showing you this cute picture of a puppy. But yeah, that's been it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. This has been Tammy from OGT, and I will catch you guys in the next one.